A blessed day to you. Today's devotion is taken from 1 Chronicles 23 and 24. These two chapters continue to focus on the preparation David was making regarding the building of the temple in Jerusalem. It gives a detailed account of David assigning the Levites to the various roles and duties for serving in the temple. We read of different ones being given responsibilities to ensure that the worship of God was carried out in an organized and orderly fashion. So, what does it say to us when it comes to our own worship of God in His house? Well, while we often appreciate and can welcome spontaneity in lifting up our praises to God in worship, I think there is also a certain order and preparation needed as we enter into a time of reverent worship of God. Whether we are given official roles and responsibilities in worship, each of us have a part to play in actively participating in the corporate worship of God. Nobody in the congregation is a spectator. We are all participants. We each have a role, a duty, to ensure that God receives the highest praise that we can offer to Him. And we can only do that in a very reverential posture, in an orderly manner, a proper regard to the true spirit of worship. We should beware of those times when we don't get ourselves ready to worship God, or when we hastily jump into singing without much preparation of our heart and our spirit. We must also beware of those times when we easily get distracted in the midst of our worship, or when we distract others in their moments of worship. Our worship must be intentional. It must be respectful. It must be focused only on God. If God calls on us to love Him with all our heart, with all our soul, our mind, and our strength, then I think that it is only proper that we should likewise worship Him with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind, and with all our strength. How is your worship of God? Does God take the greatest delight in receiving our praise and adoration? Do we give Him the deepest pleasure in dwelling in the midst of our praises? Each time we come to worship Him, may we properly prepare ourselves to come into the holy presence of God and to worship Him wholeheartedly with our heart, our soul, our mind, and our strength. As you ponder over God's word to you today, may He bless you and lead you into deeper worship of Him. God bless you.